Hello, 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 and we hope you can hear. Hello. So we are on some terrace that belongs to the region offices. There's the skyscraper that belongs to the region Lombardia, the region where Milan is the main city. And so we wanted to start with a surprise. We started a bit earlier because we couldn't exactly understand how long was the queue. So we started queuing up and then they let us in and we enter. Plus there is also a bit of the limited time to stay here for there are kind of groups entering and then they need to browse around and then go out. So we hope anyway that you can hear my voice. We will start very, very soon. In the meanwhile, while I have available this window from here, there is the view of the central station. So in front of us, I will point with the finger. That one is Central Station. And that tower there is one of the most historical towers of Milan. It's called Pirelli Tower. And I don't know if we told you already in some other previous stream, this Pirelli Tower was also hit by an airplane, but small one, a small private airplane, and that was exactly a few months after the main tragedy of New York. So everyone got scared because also a plane entered inside that tower after a few months. And anyway, for whoever just connected today with us, soon we will point the camera towards me and Evia. Today is still part of the design week.
In fact, that's why we are here.
And that's why we are here. So now we will explain why design week, what is related to design with the tower and so on. So we will explain everything. So welcome. I turn the camera towards us so we can say hello to you. We were just waiting that more people joined, and then we will go on browsing here. So welcome to all of you. I turn the camera.
So hello, and whoever is right now with us, guys, you're lucky ones. Me and Andrea, we have been here in this skyscraper on this floor, but it's pretty rarely when they open it. And I think last time we was here 2 years ago, although of course they open slightly more often, but the last time me and Andrea, we catched it was 2 years ago. And I swear, it's the most beautiful view, skyline view of Milan. Today, because of the design week, they opened, and we are here live streaming. Guys, take a lot of postcards, and you are lucky. And we are so happy to be able to show you this thing. So, 39th floor of the skyscraper, let's say the highest point from where to see Milan, and it's not open daily.
Yes, so Milan works very differently from, I don't know, other big cities like New York, Shanghai, or Dubai, with a lot of skyscrapers. You know that in Italy, skyscrapers actually they are pretty rare because Italy, of course, is super old country. And although, okay, the formation of Italy is pretty recent, but again, here Milan, for instance, was already populated almost 2,600 years ago. And it's a city that never stops, never stops. Is very, very ahead for so many things, and for others, again, still follow all the tradition and all the history. And here, anyway, Milan is into new architecture, new ideas, and for instance, these two towers that you see are the Bosco Verticale.
Vertical forest.
Vertical forest, that was the very first idea, prototype of creating terraces with trees.
Like a forest, real
Like a
forest.
forest, real
And several times we already have seen this vertical forest from down, walking there down, never ever live streaming from this point of view. So once more, guys, take a lot of pictures and make jealous everyone, because really we are doing the first time, and I'm so happy that we can now see from the top these views. Unfortunately, there is no sun, but you never. I mean, you can't wish everything always.
So today, yes, it's a bit foggy because sometimes from here you can even see the Alpine chain. That is that direction there. That today you don't see it because it's too foggy. Today, actually, you cannot even see the Duomo Cathedral from here. Although, I mean,
It's pretty near.
No, we are not so far, but I mean, we are maybe from here walking to the Duomo Cathedral would be 45 minutes walk, so it's not so close, but it's also not so far. And this area, as you can see, is very modern. Also, this project of this Gardens Park is very kind of ahead. They created a sort of geometry, and then each of these fields inside there has different flowers or different plants. In fact, it's called Biblioteca degli Alberi. That is the library of the trees, because there you can learn all the different trees or flowers that they grow
Accordingly to the seasons
according
also.
to the season. And then again, that's the Bosco Verticale, vertical forest. That one that you see is the highest tower here in Milan because of that pinnacle. It's
Bit
considered
tricky, because actually the highest point where we are standing, that's where we are right now. But yes, that tower itself, so it's the Unicredit Tower, is the highest point of Milan. And hello, who are joining, guys. I'm so happy whoever managed to join right now, and who is not here, guys. You're missing a lot. So take a postcards, because I don't know when we will be next time here. This terrace is not always open. Actually, it's pretty rarely open to public.
Then what you see there, these three towers, actually is the district called Three Towers, and there are pretty unusual skyscrapers because they are, by some Archistar. And then straight down there is a bit foggy and you don't see, but that's the stadium.
The second heart of Milan.
The second heart of Milan, so that's the stadium. And where AC Milan and Inter, they play usually Sundays, and then sometimes the cups, international cups are played there also.
Hello,
Usually.
Adrian. Good morning. Welcome from the highest point of Milan. Unfortunately, we can't see Australia from here, but you never know.
Then let's see. Here there are many people that they try to sneak in because there are not many points. Hello, Adrian, and hello to everyone. Again, it's an exceptional thing that we are doing because these towers, they never open to the public. I mean, never.
No, they open.
They open, but very rarely, time to time. And
So we
today
will
was
stay
the
slightly
occasion.
here, so waiting that more people are joining, and then of course at some point we will need to go down. But right now enjoy the beautiful, marvelous view from the highest terrace or the highest point of Milan that actually you can see it. Unfortunately, we need to wait a bit these clear windows because of course we are not the only ones today. Can you see me waving from the sides? Unfortunately, I can't see, but I feel, Cynthia, I feel it. I feel all of you guys.
So just to say that last night, yesterday, we managed to see several historical palaces with frescoes inside, and of course, very interesting designs. And then last night we also managed to go to the university because it was all illuminated with the installations. They were all illuminated. And so we managed to record, videotape everything that we will show next week. And today is a pretty particular day because we wanted to go to stream from historical palaces, but there are too many queues.
Hours and hours of queues.
Hours, trust me, hours and hours of queue. But this morning we woke up very early, 7, we didn't almost sleep, and we went to Armani because Armani opened for this special design week all the historical head office. And so there is this beautiful home palace in the city center of Milan. We queue up for a very, very long time. Later we will show, in the next days we will show also the queue that was there, that you won't believe it. You just need to see how long was the queue. But we managed to enter there, plus there were some other in museums, plus we went to another district that they do. There were young designers, or more not so much with money made, so kind of more DIY things. So very interesting, and everything has been video recorded. And now finally, we trust me that we are walking since this morning around 7:38. We started walking, and we almost had. Really no lunch. We eaten something while walking. Why? Because we started recording as much as possible. Then we arrived here, and we noticed that it was open to the public today. These, special days for the design week, they decided to open this terrace. That is why we are here. We took the occasion and we said, okay, let's take all the dream team to see Milan from top view, because usually we manage to see from the ground and not from aerial
So
view.
we will stay here slightly more. I hope some more people join. Actually, guys, if you can share that we are from the highest point of Milan, because YouTube streams, you can share also, so more people can join. And then later, of course, we need to go downstairs, and then we will see a bit from downstairs. And there is also some installations for the design week. So I hope you are enjoying. So now we of course we cube it up for the most beautiful views together with the people. Meanwhile, hello whoever are joining, welcome to Milan.
Stiamo facendo un po' tutti la coda qua per entrare nell'angolino.
So meanwhile, I hope you can see us and you can hear us. I hope that the signal is good. And it's supposed to be good. We are on the highest point. So what you are seeing right now is the skyscrapers, one of the newest squares of Milan, which is called the Biblioteca degli Alberi, or the Library of the Trees. So this geometrical garden. Thank you so much for confirming.
Prego, dovete entrare.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Welcome from the highest point of Milan. So we are seeing the skyscrapers from 39th floor.
In the meanwhile, you know that we go pretty frequently to the castles, Forza Castle, just to show you the size from here. That, you know, it's pretty big, the castle, and it's just behind that tower. You know, there. Do you see that little point? That's the castle of Milan. That when you are there, it seems big, huge, and from here it looks so small. And that's the castle. And then here I will show you the Duomo, although it's very, very foggy today, and the Duomo, that you know how big it is just there where there is that tower, that tower there. There is the Duomo. It's difficult to catch it because it's a bit, sorry.
Non si vede, Fabio, è coperto da questo palazzo.
Okay, it's there.
E d'altra parte quello è il castello. Sì, ok, l'ho visto.
Of course, that angle is very crowded. Everybody is standing in queue there.
It's not possible. I mean, there are so many people.
There is the cemetery.
Ah, the cemetery. Okay, Milan has many. Unfortunately, we have many cemeteries, but one is so beautiful because we've been also streaming from there, and we will go back for sure because it's the monumental cemetery, something unique in the world, really with amazing monuments. Monumental graves that you know, so inspiring for this funerary art. I mean, incredible artists, Italian artists. They made the best statues with angels, with you know, people with this kind of a bit of faces with the pain, with the sadness, but or sometimes with the joy, is trying to express the joy. But again, it's all related to funerary art, and it's so marvelous to visit, especially if you love photography. There are you know, incredible photos that can be taken there. Also, especially if you like black and white photos, there is pretty amazing to visit, and we did last year for the Halloween period. Then here again, the central station is down there. That one is the central station. From here you see it's like, I mean, bigger than the Duomo because we are closer. We're closer to central station. That complex there is like a church together with school, one of the strict school Catholic of Milan, and then we live down there that way. Okay, no, sorry, it's more the other side. Okay, we live down that way, and that's at the end is the airport. So where you see more green there is one of the 3 airports of Milan, and that's it.
Okay, maybe let's show more a bit the around.
Yes.
Because
I
now
didn't read
the
the
people
question.
slowly they start to join. So I hope you don't mind whoever joined the first ones. We are a bit slightly staying here, but because of course it's an occasion to see this view not very often. By the way, later we are going down, so we will be walking. What you are seeing somewhere there. Yes, it's amazing, and we are happy also for the reception here, of course.
So again, Design Week is a very special time period for Milan because majority of places that usually are closed to the public, they open up the doors. Unfortunately, there are many queues. It's all for free. I mean, the majority of things are all for free. But again, a lot of queues, plus they are not one connected to the other. Plus, they could be not strictly related to furniture show, could be really related to a bit of anything, opening doors, show things, designs of any genre. Architecture, so it's kind of very interesting moment for Milan. And today we couldn't miss this occasion to show Milan top view. And you know us that as soon as we can do something different, we do it here in, in our streams.
I just really hope that some of you can take the pictures and later share, because also me and Andrea, of course we have been here on this skyscraper several times, but last time it was 2 years ago. So you really need to catch these few days when they are open. Meanwhile, of course, I remind that our streams, they are interactive. If you have any sort of So hello, whoever is joining right now. Welcome to highest point of Milan.
It's not the highest. The highest terrace.
No, the highest terrace to view Milan, I mean.
Yes.
Because of course the highest point is actually what you're seeing right now, but you can't get there.
Yes, the highest is one of these 3 towers there. You see that one there. That one is the highest of
as the floors.
As the floors.
The point is 312 meters. The Unicredit.
The Unicredit. This one here is the highest point. That pinnacle is the highest point of Milan, but the highest.
As the tower floor is
there, and then
and you
where
can
we
see
are
it,
is the highest terrace with the view.
So guys, I hope that you took at least some postcards. Hello, Mohammed. No, that joins our usual ones. We don't show. One more time. Future someone. Oh no, everyone is joining. Hello, guys.
Okay. We will try to go back. If it's possible, we try to go back.
Hello. We are really 39th floor of skyscraper of Milan, and we are enjoying this marvelous view. What was the building with the greenery? It was the Bosco Verticale, vertical forest. We already have seen several times from down one of the greenest skyscrapers of Milan, and now we have this unique occasion to see it from top. Of course, if there would be a sunny day, it would be even better, but you know, it's nice also like this.
So we couldn't miss this occasion, guys, to come here, 39th floor. Okay, keep in mind that Italy doesn't have in general many skyscrapers. The majority are concentrated anyway here in Milan, and they are building more and more. Consider that in 2026 there will be the Winter Olympics, and many districts now they are raising up new skyscrapers, and so the city keeps growing and growing. And it's a bit different structure than other cities like New York. Here there are all these homes that in Italy, here in Milan there are approximately 6, 7, 8 floors, the majority. Then there are a lot of little towers here and there, maybe 13, 15 floors. There are many, I would say, all over the city. But then also 20 floors. But then the sort of more, I would call it kind of skyscrapers, they grow, pop up here in different parts, because there are, for instance, so they're not concentrated in one area. Now it's very foggy today, but anyway there are some at the very back there Then another district is that one with another, modern skyscraper. Then here, this part all around us, there are other towers. And the green, and we will try to see it again later. I'm just waiting that they move away from this corner. And unfortunately here, I don't know why they decided to keep these small windows here. So I'm waiting.
I mean, there are the panoramic windows somehow all around, but some of them they are with a bit of the kind of black tape, and some of them you cannot access.
So this is just a road going out from Milan, I would say towards Monza. Monza city is down straight down that way. Now today you cannot see, but there is the Alpine chain. Today totally foggy and you don't see it. Then down that way you see part of the railway station. Down there is the other railway station. And this is like, in the past it was more like a boulevard going outside, but now it's been all kind of built up and is not as beautiful as before. They left some green, but a bit less than what it was in the past. In the past was much more green, this boulevard going out. Okay, maybe we slightly go back one more second here.
So for the ones who joined slightly later, we will again show probably the most beautiful part, so the skyscrapers. Hello, Ula, our photographer joined. So welcome to the highest viewpoint of Milan, the Palazzo Lombardia, so that's the name of the skyscraper, the 39th floor, panoramic floor, and here you can see the Milan from the top. Okay, so now we will try to find this perfect postcard view where you can see the highest skyscrapers, other ones, also the famous vertical forest, and of course the highest skyscraper in general, the Unicredit Tower. We are just waiting to get to the point. Give us the second.
Yeah, because
suddenly there are lots of people.
Lots of people, and we cannot go back. It's very narrow aisle here. Now we managed to go back to the other terrace. Scusate solo un secondo, grazie. Okay, so we managed to come back here.
So get ready with your photo buttons. We will try to find again the spot where you can really see the Unicredit Tower, so the highest point of Italy and Milan, 312 meters, and the vertical forest. So these two greener ones, they are the vertical forest, Bosco Verticale, then Unicredit Tower, the highest point, 312 meters, and down there, this geometrical green thing is the Biblioteca degli Alberi. It's the library of the trees. We pretty often walked there with our streams, but never you saw it from the top. Unique opportunity, take a postcard. So finally, you can see this one of the newest gardens or parks of Milan. That's called the Library of the Trees. You see these geometrical shapes, and all of this geometrical figure is from different trees or the plants. It seems like the Milan high-rise buildings are distracted through this side. Yes, more or less. The majority of the skyscrapers are actually here where we are right now. Also this particular skyscraper, and then another area of the skyscrapers is the one where you see these three skyscrapers more further away. It's kind of two areas of the skyscrapers. The one we are right now, which is the Porta Nuova district, and then another one is the Tre Torre district.
Yes, and now something is raising up also towards the end there that is a bit foggy, but you cannot see it now.
Ula, we were waiting for you. I hope you enjoy. I mean, me and Andrea, we are pretty amazed ourselves that we managed to get here, that there is internet and that we can stream. And there is another skyscrapers. These are actually all are pretty new, so they are popping out the last decade.
Yeah, the one that you see there in the middle is the Pirelli Tower. That one is pretty old, from the 60s, that one.
What is the curved glass facade building? Curved glass. Which one was the curved glass? Curved glass, I think, is the vertical nest. So it's the very new, one of the newest skyscrapers. So it's there in the middle. That one is the vertical nest, and it's supposed to be opened already a few months ago. And I think they are opening just now. So it's just finished, and somehow there is the rumors that on the very top there will be the restaurant that somehow also will be publicly visitable. Anyone has the helicopter? We have also the helicopter landing here. By the way, this skyscraper that we are right now, it's Palazzo Regione Lombardia, so it's the headquarters of our region. Let's say the governmental building.
And the Duomo is there, that you cannot see it because now it's a bit foggy, and the Duomo looks so small from here. That is down there.
We can play the game. Can you find the Duomo?
It's there, but it's too small now. At the moment you cannot see it because a bit foggy. So
it's so cool when we see they have built some more buildings to make an ancient Italian urban plaza in between. Okay, I need to say that this particular area that we are now, they also took down a bit of the old Milan in order to build these skyscrapers. But there are of course also the older Milan buildings, and in fact when we will go down later on, we will show you this. Let's say the contrast in between the old Milan and the very contemporary one. Guys, you're very welcome. I just feel pity that so many people, they are missing this because, again, you know, sometimes there are certain things that we can show pretty often, and then sometimes there are certain things that they are unique. This is the occasion. This is the occasion. So I hope you took the photos, and you can later on post us Facebook tagging us.
Yes, and if you can share it, even the live one at the moment,
yes, also.
That's the best, so someone else can view live what we are doing today. Although now we go to the back of this terrace, and unfortunately we need to take the lift going down.
And I am almost 100% sure that there will be the bit loss of the signal.
There will be probably loss of the signal.
But it will be 1 minute, I think, not
yes,
more.
The only thing is that we don't know if the connection will be still live. Otherwise, stay connected because we will, as soon as we get to the ground floor, go on with the afternoon stream.
Okay, I need to say elevator is pretty fast. So I hope you enjoyed Milan from the top, and just in case, there was also the small installation related to the design week, but honestly the views are more interesting.
So as soon as we go down, we will go to the square that is down here. That is the square of the Palazzo here, the Regione Lombardia. And there are some installations related to the design week. So that's the Salesiani school, so kind of Catholic school of Milan. And that's the station, central station. No, don't jump.
Hello, Mike.
Hello. Still, I have too many things to do. I don't feel like jumping today. Too busy. Anyway, it's pretty spectacular view. Of course, it's not like New York, but very interesting in the city that never stops. Milan, it's a continuous work in progress. Again, consider that it's 2,600 years old and never stop, non-stop. So you find a really super old things in this city that, of course, New York doesn't have, and then the modern ones too. So a bit of the mix here. We like to show this city around because it's a very showing so many things from any era.
And okay, now guys, we will take the elevator. It's super fast, but I'm pretty sure that at some moment there will be the loss of the signal. Just don't abandon us. We just need to get down from the 39th floor. So I think it's some 10-15 seconds elevator itself, but then we need to rush out to recuperate the signal. So don't abandon us.
Don't abandon us. Because today we will do a walk in this district that we came here out of curiosity, also because other districts at the moment today, there are too busy. Saturday, everyone is here for the design week, such a queue. Once more, don't get discouraged because we recorded so much yesterday and also today, this morning. So now it's 3:34 in the afternoon. Now we are entering the elevator. So if we lose the connection, just give us 1 minute, okay? We will down. So I hope you didn't suffer too much.
Welcome down,
so
first
we
floor.
Are down, first floor. So it was very fast.
I hope you get the signal back now.
You start accelerating, going down, and then really at the floor number 11, you start feeling the brakes. So a bit of heart,
and
as
particularly
usual.
I'm sending today to Australia and to UK.
Yes, get my stuff. And yes, we have something special that somehow hopefully will bloom, and we are sending a lot of hearts to special persons that are here.
They know.
They know who, that they are very frequently with us in the chat and with all of you. Anyway, all the hearts, of course, are sent to any of you, but of course we are sending more to, at the moment, to Australia and United Kingdom for something nice that...
Pick your favorite.
Yeah. It's kind of sort of blooming. Okay, then...
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed our start today of the design week, seeing the city from the top. And now we are in the first floor of the Regione Lombardia, Palazzo Regione Lombardia, and there is these columns that different artists somehow they decorated. This is the permanent installation, so they are not just during the design week, they are always here, and somehow you can see some of them also from outside through the windows a bit.
Yeah, so these photos, they are more the negative of the photos, and or they look like lithography, kind of.
Mohammed, we are sending these hearts to all. There was a lot of them. So seeing the number of the viewers, I think all of you could pick at least 2-3 of these hearts.
Anyway, we see Como, we see not just Milan. Of course, here we are Palazzo Lombardia, so many towns are represented from our region. And here is Milan. Here, this part is Milan. And here there is Bergamo, Como. So it's nice, the idea, they created a tree with all the cities. That one is interesting, also that column here.
Anyway, I'm so happy when we managed to show something that you have never seen so far. So first of all, we are inside this skyscraper. We was on top of the skyscraper, and also these installations.
And that's our happiness and joy that we promised when we started with the Hey Go 1 year and 3-4 months ago. And we were saying, you will see that with us, you will keep seeing different things. And in fact, after 1 year and a half almost, we still find here and there things to show from just our city, Milan, that of course, time to time. So this is like a sort of a view, top view, this beautiful, how they made this painting on this column.
Hello, Ife. Ife, sorry. Welcome to Milan. Welcome to Design Week.
Although this installation here is permanent,
yes.
We are inside the Lombardy region palace, and this is a permanent installation.
And this skyscraper, so this palace, it was inaugurated in 2011. So it's pretty new building, and these columns somehow they more or less they are created also during this time. So I'm talking of 2011, and the terrace that we were before. Somehow it's a public terrace, and it's also for free to visit. Unfortunately, it's opened not so often. At some point, they were leaving it open every Sunday, but not anymore. So you need to really check the information, and sometimes it's open, and when it's open, it's for free. Unfortunately, it's not so often.
So this is the shape, now I turn the shape of our region, Lombardy region.
Golden Lombardy.
Golden Lombardy, so this is the shape of our region. Milan, more or less, is in the center of the region.
Yes, it's for free, and somehow I wouldn't mind if they would put the ticket, but they would leave it open always. I wouldn't mind to pay €5 to get to that view. Unfortunately, they leave it for free, but with very, very rare occasional openings. Let's make them hungry. Okay, guys, now we will show you the 6 panini. Choose your favorite ones. So panino is the typical Italian thing, you know, you put something in between, and then what you put in between, you know.
Yeah, I think they wanted to represent different
Nations.
and the culture related to food, but put the Italian way inside the panino. Yes, various culture from all over the world. And
okay, this one is definitely Italian one, the pasta and
pasta,
the cannolo.
cannolo, that's Italian. Then that one looks more like a kebab, and then a sushi. Then there was the Chinese and the American food, and then more looks like German. So that's represented America there. That's what we think in Italy about America. And then what we think about Germany, and then what we think about China.
Well, at some point I also feel a bit
Yes.
like American. The size was nice. Huh?
They all put in the Italian sandwich, Italian panino. There is, look, Eros Ramazzotti. So here probably there are famous characters from Italy, yes. So these are kind of famous personality from our country.
Okay.
So there are actresses.
The energy of Italian excellence. Huh? That's the name of this column. The
Yes.
energy of Italian excellence. Huh? Let's see, can you recognize?
If you can recognize some. So anyway, this was a writer, philosopher. This is Benigni, actor, with Sofia Loren, then Monica Vitti, another Italian actress.
My God, you fell in love in this column. Huh?
Yes, then famous Italian actor Troisi together with Benigni.
My God, I love the movies with them. Huh?
Two comedians. Actually, we suggest to view the film with these two characters, Benigni and Troisi together, because it's so typical of Italy. All the Italians, they've seen that movie. Then De Sica, one here, Renzo Arbore, Manfredi. This is probably one of my favorite actors. Always did great films, so really suggest to see. Then another comedian. So anyway, now we don't show them all because there are too many, plus my majority maybe might not so known abroad, but I would say...
There is one more famous Milanese.
Famous Milanese, they found. Ah, yes, this is one of the most famous Milanese. Also
the recent Milanese.
Recent, that Evia also likes, Adriano Celentano.
I hope Andrea is not jealous.
D'Annunzio. So there are, you know, the excellence of Italy, Bud Spencer there, the one that made all these. Then Gassman. Bud Spencer did, you know, this Western, spaghetti Western. Then Gassman, Iannacci, so typical, Aldamerini. So these are two characters from Milan, especially kind of Iannacci was a songwriter, singer, comedian.
Adrian, not
Okay,
bad, not bad. Adrian, the first thing that Adrian spotted was the Ferrari badge. Adrian, not bad.
So, okay, we didn't show them all, but just to tell you, these are kind of famous in Italy. Let's see, because there were some installations. And guys, we want to show the queue that we did to enter. That's why we didn't know exactly at what time we could start the stream. Consider that these days, trust us guys, we are doing so many queues in order to do things, to share, and it's very, very hard work. Although majority, many things you will also see next week, because you know it's impossible to live stream everything, because look at the queue now. Now we show you the queue here. Okay, it's impossible to live stream because otherwise we will
And
keep
we
you.
did it for you guys.
Otherwise we will keep you just on queue. So you see, that's the entrance. That's the entrance, and this is the queue. So that's the queue. So you know, when we are alone, me and Devia, we start queuing up. And then when it's possible, we video record, and then we will try next week to show you as much as possible. I need to do a bit of the editing of the videos, but at least you will see without all this waiting, because I mean, we do the waiting for you, but consider that it's really, really hard work what we are doing, because every time there is to stay there, wait and wait and wait.
We're talking of Design Week.
Design
And
Week.
talking about this particular place, so it's called Belvedere Experience, so the 39th floor. Whenever they open it, it's for free. Whenever they open it, always the queues there are always like this, because it's, I mean, it's rare occasions, and of course people want to see it. So I hope you took the postcards, because that was kind of pretty unique. And here, welcome. We go on with our usual Design Week. So in the square here, under this skyscraper, there are several exhibitions related to the different designers, ideas.
And this one looks really upcycled or recycled material, because as you can see, there are a lot of these caps, corks of the plastic bottle, and probably they use them to melt, and with this they created the skateboard, the tables. So
I think in general, all the idea that there are the five designers or five small companies. The idea of all this area is upcycling, so reusing of different materials. That's actually nice to make the furniture out of all these plastic cups. I actually like also this chair. Yeah, beautiful ones.
yeah, beautiful. So you see, out of these colorful plastic caps, they managed to melt and create skateboards and some furniture accessory.
And yes, the weather also today somehow is better than it was 2 days ago. It's not too sunny yet, and it's not raining, so of course it's nice. And I know that Andrea definitely likes the next idea, because it's the cardboard, the greens, so it's our favorite colors.
Yes, the installations that could be around all over the city is not made by any governmental organization. Everyone, all the designers, they are moving independently. Sometimes they just join together in groups. They take over some areas, and everyone is presenting his works. And they could be very different. This year, the Design Week somehow was focused more on the ecological side, or the future of planet Earth, to find ways out for better world related to the environment. Although I would say that we have seen a lot of waste here and there, and not so much so far. But this one, for instance, at least they are using, materials that can be easily recycled, or this is all like carton. Let's hope that they use not so much of the trees to create it, and maybe they use a recycled carton. We haven't asked yet, because again, as you can see, we just arrived here. So let's hope anyway that the future will be always putting pressure to the environment, and that's the only way out, is to keep thinking about preserving the environment. So I don't know exactly this collection anyway. At least look material
like, yes,
easy to recycle anyway. At least it's not made material that is difficult. Here is all carton. You see carton,
Cardboard.
The cardboard, and a bit of the wood, and plus, as you can see, there is also a lot of air circulating inside, but still it's pretty thick and resistant also for sitting or using as a cupboard or cabinets or decorative hangers here with the cactus shape. So pretty interesting idea anyway.
So meanwhile, we keep moving around.
Maybe, okay, later I wanted
Yes,
to
okay,
show a bit of the square. Okay, plus could be ideas related to the design, also for, could be the gaming and so
Outdoors.
Outdoors. And so here is kind of having fun, playing chess, but with the big scale chess.
Andrea, we need these ones. These are
Elia
cute.
likes the stools here.
These are cute. We need them together with the green carpet.
That's nice stools. They're made of plastic.
Yes.
So still there is a lot of plastic around. We don't know, we haven't asked yet to all these people if this recycled plastic, where the plastic is from, like this, we don't know. But because otherwise we should stop at each display and ask here and there. Anyway, the main theme of the year was recycling, or anyway towards the
Eco-sustainability.
Eco-sustainability. It's a bit hard word to pronounce.
At least for our tongues.
Here they're doing something related to sport. Here they created a nice lamp with a bicycle wheel and LEDs.
That's what we need to do when we have our own bicycle at home. We don't know what
Pretty
to do.
interesting, nice idea. Yeah.
Why don't we use that bicycle like this? I like it. And about that dinosaur bench, actually I spotted that bench, exactly that bench already a few days ago somewhere, and I also liked it. And the second time I'm seeing it.
Also we have seen that one, grazie. Grazie.
Well,
Sono tutte molto belle.
I like also that table
Yes.
of the bicycles.
Belle. Grazie.
Hello, Shazan. Yes, Shazan, you missed the highest point of Milan, and let's hope someone will post the pictures. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay longer there because look at the queue.
Look at the queue, guys.
And they somehow we already stayed pretty long inside, and they started to already to tell that we need to leave. So there is this huge queue to enter. That of course we standed before to enter. We started the stream from up. So in this building we are in the Palazzo Lombardia. It's the governmental building of the region of the Lombardy, and on the 39th floor, exactly we're standing 39th floor, there is the panoramic terrace that unfortunately is not always open. It's pretty rarely open, although it's a public space somehow. And this square is actually largest covered square in the Europe. So there is the roof, but at the same time it's a public square under the skyscraper. and pretty often there is different events. Probably, some of you remember one of our very last Hego streams. That was the Puglia Festival.
Puglia Festival, yes.
Festival. So one of the last Hego streams, we did it from here.
So you see that Milan somehow, luckily about the modern architecture, they did a pretty good job because we started later than other countries. So plus Milan, it's really into design, architecture projects, and luckily, sometimes they also make excellent works, pretty impressive. And they are not building, because also now there are different regulations than the 70s, the 80s, so they cannot build skyscraper just one next to the other, like in cities, for instance. I just always take as a reference point for skyscraper, for sure, New York is one of the most famous that many know. Here now, when they build, they need to create also green spaces next, and then they need to create also kind of services in the area in order to give the possibility also to kids, areas where they can play. And so somehow, luckily, by starting later, there are different regulations, and they cannot, although they keep building here and there, and they are devastating also areas that before they were even agricultural. But still, they need to preserve, some more empty spaces to decompress a bit and leave also some greenery. So in the meanwhile, yes, we try to show a bit of these designs that are around here.
And replying to your question, what is the name of this structure? So somehow all this building that you see is the skyscraper, and it's called Palazzo Regione Lombardia. And in between the two aisles of this building, there is this square. It's kind of open because you can walk through, but at the same time is also covered. So that's why it's considered one of the largest covered squares in the Europe. Me and Andrea pretty often actually come here with the bicycles, so we kind of ride with the bicycles through. It's pretty atmospheric also during the night time because it's slightly, not a lot illuminated, but still kind of this beautiful shape, this kind of, some people say that it reminds like open book at some point. Some people, they say it's more like an oval, it's interesting shape. And whoever was with us on top on the 39th floor before, you kind of saw also a bit this, I don't know, this wavy shape. And Mohammed is walking with the Google map. Unfortunately, here is not the map option, but we are in, yes, Palazzo Regione Lombardia, and is also the Piazza Regione Lombardia.
Yeah, but
Piazza.
are we with your geolocalization?
No, Mohammed is walking with the Google Maps. He's pointing where we are. And then we will go towards the vertical forest. It's just next, so the later on. So just to show where we are, so not so far from the vertical forest. That's probably the most renowned in area. And today, this week, because of the design week, there are these installations. Particularly here, it's all about the recycling or upcycling, so using different materials in order to create something else.
Yes, and later I wanted to show you the map that was here.
It's
sorry,
the
here.
entrance.
So you see the queue that,
We did it before the stream.
Every time that we join, we go here and there is this queue. Plus, keep in mind that many places we did the interiors and the indoor. And that's why there is also the big risk to not to have internet. That's why we are recording. So just to give you an idea, this district is called Isola, like island. So we are in one part of Milan that we don't come very often, and actually even in Hego probably we never streamed from this district. Why we never streamed? Or maybe we did once
but,
for the design
very
week.
occasionally.
But why? Because this district you know, it's not so much. I mean, in Milan, wherever you walk, of course, in Italy in general, you find interesting things to see. But of course, we prefer usually to walk next more to the highlights. But just to give you an idea, this district that is called Isola and what they are doing, because when we started saying that this design week has more than 900 events,
Yes.
okay? And they're all divided in different districts. So this is one district of Milan that is called Isola, and we are here now. Sorry, I can't find. So this is the Bosco Verticale, Piazza Lombardia. So we are here now. So here we are just doing this part here. And the district, as you can see, is pretty big. And there are other events that they are all with a number. So consider that in the whole Milan there are more than 900 events. Here there are 45 they are in this district, and then they say connect with 300 plus designers, and here 45 plus innovative exhibition. So now we are in here, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
Then just to say
Just
that
to say.
900, of course, it's the number altogether, but some of these events is about one object sometimes, and
Yes.
some of these events are like huge palace, with the queues. So it's not one rule. That's why whatever we can show by walking, of course, we like to show in live, but unfortunately, it's not possible to show live everything. So that's why also today me and Andrea, we are from 7 o'clock awake, walking around. I don't know how many queues already we did today. If I will see one more queue, probably I will have the kind of dizzy feeling. But of course, we did previously queues. We entered in some of the palaces, beautiful ones. We recorded, and right now we will show as much as possible the live from more outside events.
So here the design.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Sam. Design week. That could be really anything from like projects, prototypes, showing materials that they use, and then using different materials that might be used, like for instance here in this case, tiles that usually are used for floors or coverings, homes, buildings. Maybe they might be used to make stools. So here, during these days, they try to give space a lot to the different creativity. Majority, I would say, in general, they are from Milan, Italy, but there are so many also foreigners that they come here and they present their own designs, or sometimes they could be part of associations.
C'è la mappa con tutti gli eventi?
Sì, qui dentro.
Oh, grazie, perfetto. Posso prendere uno?
Devi iscriversi al nostro sito.
Sì, va bene.
Ok. Va su Google, isola.design.
Oh, boh, faccio dopo perché siamo live. Oh, mappa c'è qui.
La mappa è qua, la maggior parte che giro ci consigliate di fare? Perché
Se volete rimanere nelle vicinanze,
sì.
le possiamo
Cioè, adesso noi siamo qua.
Esatto, noi siamo qui. Dietro, vicino al parco, c'è Fondazione Catella e Stecca 3, dove abbiamo alcune installazioni.
Qua dove c'è la biblioteca degli alberi?
Un po' più avanti.
Più avanti.
Cioè non è verso Gaeulenti, ma è rimanendo, tornando indietro.
Sì.
C'è una piccola rotonda
Sì.
e una strada che costeggia il parco, non entra dentro ma lo costeggia.
Ok.
Ci sono degli edifici.
Ma è dentro proprio in Isola, nel quartiere? O... Perché non arrivo a capire questo. Ah, dove c'è la fermata qua a Gioia. Ok, va bene. E poi ce n'è un po' qui
Sì.
e poi dopo davanti anche. Perché ne avevamo visto uno che aveva tutte le sfere, abbiamo visto una foto dove si vedeva più dalla biblioteca degli alberi, sembrava che ci fossero delle sfere
Sì,
a
secondo me,
specchio.
sì, secondo me è sempre in quella zona.
E
Comunque.
verso Gaeolenti
Sì.
forse, di là.
Sì, sì, sì.
Ok, grazie.
Prego. Mettimi pure quanti ve ne servono, non c'è problema.
Stazione. Ok.
Ok.
Vabbè, teniamo.
No, io ce l'ho uno, sì.
Ok,
Grazie.
grazie. Ciao,
Grazie a
arrivederci.
voi.
Okay, so we go this way. So there could be, sorry, we needed to ask a bit because this district, you know, it's not the easiest to visit because it's a pretty old district with narrow roads here and there. We don't want to take the wrong route and waste a lot of time. So by browsing and not seeing so many things. Anyway, take it as a day out today with us. We are discovering for sure, we are going to check some designs here and there. And then if we see something where we can enter, we enter. Otherwise, just enjoy a part of the city that we never visit. For sure, we will encounter many things along the way. And it's a bit unpredictable to say when exactly we will get these things. So, okay, let's start our walk.
And meanwhile, Sharon, Shazan will be in 2 weeks in Milan. I would say keep an eye on this Palazzo Regione Lombardia. You might be lucky that, because in the past, every Sunday they kept it open. Now they kind of changed. Sometimes they keep it open and sometimes no. They have the website, Palazzo Regione Lombardia. So maybe you are lucky and you can get on top. Once more, the entrance is for free. You need to be lucky that it's open and then the queues. So. And meanwhile, I wanted also to say thank you so much for all of you who are supporting us by the PayPal or the Buy Me a Coffee for our walking streams or for our music streams, because as you know, we have also the music streams on the MIXCLOUD platform. So thank you so much for all the support.
Yes, and today, sorry, we didn't leave the computer, the PC, we switched it off. So until Monday, I don't think that you will get the music because yesterday and the day before, we left everything on the PC and there was this music going on, a bit like music TV, radio TV, that we kept it switched on for 2 days. Now we switched off because I was a bit worried that this computer that I have, that is not the latest model, might overheat, and that's why I switched it off. But we want to invest into a new computer that I will fully dedicate to the music. So because I want to create this sort of radio music TV that is always going on with videos. And so you can keep good company to you. And maybe next week I will buy the computer, or very soon anyway, very, very soon.
Meanwhile, did you took us to the pool?
The pool, there is a pool here. And then I also want to invest in a system in order to have some sort of electrical device that allows the computer to stay on, and if there is some overheating or something, blackout, they make a sort of a different attempt to reconnect. So like this, even if we are not next to the computer, there might be the possibility that still the computer goes on with the music. So it's just, I think, a question of a couple of weeks, and it should be set up. And I need to buy the computer, but it takes a bit of time to do everything. And but you know that as soon as we can, we try to pay you back for all your amazing support. So the money that we are getting at the moment, we try to reinvest as much as possible, either to car maintenance, going out, streaming out, buying tools, devices, in order to go on with this, let's call it profession, although we started only one year ago, 1.5 years ago. So we want to do a lot, and we need to, invest and buy new equipment. But one will be fully dedicated to the music, hopefully. So now we start our walk, and we don't know exactly where to go. We are very confused.
Okay, we know it's just around here and there.
Yes, here and there. Yes. But again, it's not that it's one next to the other. So let's discover this other district that is called Isola. In the meanwhile, we are available if you have any questions. Just be patient because again there is one next to the other like in an exhibition center.
And meanwhile, Sam, yes, probably the story of the corner house is the saddest story that you could see. Unfortunately, we have this history of yes.
What is this? Sorry.
No, the Latvia and the Sam was looking. So. Unfortunately, those stories, Sam, still we are living. Still is the part of nowadays. Although officially it's finished, but still. And yes, yes, it was operated until 1991. But unfortunately, a lot of people that you know they were involved in this corner house. So who don't know what we are talking about? The Sam is looking about history of Latvia, and the corner house is. Related to the USSR, so when Latvia was under the USSR, and when the USSR collapsed, of course, also all the structures collapsed. But you know, the people didn't disappear; they just started to call themselves differently. And unfortunately, a lot of people that were involved in the USSR system and so on is still in the Latvian government, unfortunately. Yes, Sam, that's the thing that unfortunately that's true. Anyway, we are right now in Isola District. So whoever is joining us right now, we are in Isola. It's one of the districts of Milan that formerly actually was very, very residential. And recently, the last few years is actually getting more trendy. So a lot of bars and restaurants, they are kind of opening here. And the movement, the new movement of Milan, they are moving towards this area because it was for some time also the slightly cheaper area, but now it's getting trendier. So a lot of younger people or people related to the fashion and design, they start to move to this area.
So today we will walk around this district called Isola, that means island. And we will discover it a bit more. So again, it takes a bit of the time to get to the different roads. We are just trying to walk towards the heart of this district. And that's like this, the design week works like this, that you need to keep walking here and there. Then of course we will also go more to the highlights area. Related especially to buildings and architecture. But now we wanted to see more what is going on in this district. Plus it's an occasion today to visit something that we never streamed from here.
I like that they really open here a lot of these smaller ones, small bars and kind of restaurants. So whoever wondered to see the Milan never saw before, welcome to Isola District. Surely we have never walked live this area. And as Andrea said, there is a reason why, because it's more a residential one, so there are not so many things on the daily basis to see. So that's why we took an occasion during the design week in hope that we will catch some design objects or installations. But again, they are not next to each other. And hello, whoever is joining. I hope you all have nice Saturday, nice weekend.
I think today there is even the street market there.
We ended up in the street market.
Here there is something. So we ended up in a street market here.
That's the market.
Yeah, no, that's just everyday kind of market for the
Eating
area.
pizza and watching Milan. That's perfect, Sam.
Here today there is even the street market. So
The life don't stop during the design week. If there is this decided to be the street market, is also the street market. By the way, talking about the street markets, that's another interesting thing in Italy, that the markets on the certain days, they just block the street, so the street is closed for the traffic, and arrives the market. So on different areas, on different days. And usually they are operating up to the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I will show. As I said, it's more residential area here. Hello, Mohammed, and see you soon back. So you see there are the market. That's how Milan looks outside the highlights. Now we are just trying to understand exactly the correct way to go, and we will move on. I'll show you where we are. So you can see there is in the middle the newest skyscraper, the vertical nest. So the skyscraper area that we saw before, it's just there. So let's find Andrea. So, and that's how it looks, the street market. Usually in these street markets you can find anything from the household items, the things to wear, the shoes, of course, the food, and everything on the pretty budget prices, very, very economic prices. So the local people, they like to use the street markets for the daily shopping.
So let me pause. So sorry guys, but I needed to ask because we don't come here frequently. When we come, we go directly either to some bar or restaurant, but not really. We browse around. I don't remember all the names of the road exactly where there are the events, because with the events we do just sometimes during the design week. Oh. So anyway, here, street market.
Yes, just walking to the more events, a bit of the street market. As I said, lots of different items, pretty economic ones from the clothing, some shoes, socks, household items. So that's what you usually find in this sort of markets.
Anyway, everything €1 here. I don't know exactly what will be there, but especially things for kids, €1 thing. we hope anyway that you enjoy our walk. With us, you find always a bit the unexpected. Don't stick on the main subject. We try to show what we encounter along the way. And anyway, we are going to see some more design week. But before we started the stream from the tower,
Sam, quality, it's another thing. I mean, of course, don't expect for
€2, €1.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes you need an easy things, and that's where you can find them. Although I need to say that sometimes some of these sellers, they sell also the second-hand, let's say, very good quality items. So you never know. In the end, you never know what can you find.
Leftover from stocks. Of course, here you don't find, for instance, in this market, Prada, but you find, leftover from stocks or...
Not always.
Not always, not always.
Me personally, while I like to come to these markets because of the fabrics, I like to sometimes to do something myself, and that's where you find the more economic prices fabrics. So, just to say, where we started our stream.
We were up there. Before, we were up there.
You saw where is written Regione Lombardia. So in between of these two two words, in between the Regione and Lombardia, that's where we walked. So that place.
Find hard to find the focus now. Okay.
So 39th floor, the last floor of this building. That's where we started the stream. So whoever missed, sorry guys. I hope someone will post the postcards in the Facebook. And just in case whoever wanna support us, of course, whoever wanna support us, there is our coffee link, so you can buy us the coffee. So we are walking right now through the market because that's the road to get to the next events more related to the design week. And while we are walking, it's a bit of the daily life of Milanese. So it's not only about the Prada and Gucci. So.
Yes, Milan and Italy in general, they don't care if there is this event or the other event, or if there is the Pope passing. If that day there is the market, there is the market, and they don't care. So, or the local life still goes on. €3. This is nice, €3 shirts. Stock.
You wanna?
Stock, no, just to say that for €3 is pretty nice.
I thought you wanted.
No, for you, gift for Christmas.
Not Christmas, we are in between the
But €3, it's better I buy it now.
So this, what you're seeing, by the way, is one of the newest buildings here in this area. I think when we were streaming with the Hego, it was still under construction. And you can see in the middle there is the vertical nest. One more skyscraper that I think right now they're really finishing it. Hello, Fran! Welcome to Milan. So that spike is the highest skyscraper, the Unicredit Tower, and the vertical forest. So you see it looks totally different from down. And I'm so happy that we managed today to show you also from the top, from this highest point.
And we will be back for sure next days here to do proper streams from this area. Today we are more seeking for installations and things going on for the design week. So let's see here what they did.
Lots of inflatables. Actually, I see this year really a lot of inflatable things.
Yes.
Do I like them? I still need to decide.
Yeah, but they said, listen, we need to do something that is towards the environment. So let's fill it with air.
Ah,
So,
okay.
you don't need even to recycle it.
But okay, I think for the garden, actually, I like this idea. You know, you just inflate with the air, and then it's.
I
it's
think
a
there
nice
is also kind of water inside the side of the air, because I see a lot of water tanks. I don't know what these water tanks are for.
I don't know. It looks like a pulsing heart.
Yeah, this is a pulsing heart.
It's a bit creepy.
Big creepy thing, like a monster.
You know, on the red, don't sit. On the blue, yes. So the red is the heart, and on the blue you can sit. Water beds. I don't know. It's might be because there is these tubes that they are attached to the water tanks.
Yes, there are water tanks. We don't understand why water tanks, and then all these pipes connecting.
Could be the water beds, yes.
For sure, they're kid resistant, kid proof.
Okay, I need to say they are pretty dangerous because there are at least 3 people that they are out of the bed. That's the thing of the water bed. There is always this option that you wake up not in the bed but out of the bed.
I don't know what they did here. There are all these water tanks.
It is written.
Oh, okay, and then all these cushions and pipes. I mean,
Reattached. A bit of the mess.
a bit of the mess. Yes. Let
You
me
know
see.
that I am honest. A series of cisterns in part glowing furnish the park for over 70 meters and make up the symbolic inscription of HIO, help, two words simple yet alarming that invite the public to reflect on the issue of water. From the top, you can read help.
Ah, okay, the top view that we don't see from like that is written
these water
help.
tanks help.
Yes, it's written. You can see probably from.
It's illuminated, kind of help.
Okay. So
Okay,
at
night,
night,
yes,
at night,
it
at
would
night.
help. Okay. Today is the Earth Day also. Good to know. And talking about the old and new Milan, this particular building that you are seeing is somehow the leftover of the old Milan here in this area. And in order to build the skyscrapers here, they actually pulled down exactly here the old Milan. They left it just a few buildings. And in these few buildings nowadays there are restaurants inside. So it's pretty interesting. You come this area, everything is super modern, and then there are these several old ones. And what you are seeing right now, it's the Bosco Verticale, or the vertical forest, one of the probably most interesting skyscrapers now in Milan, because there is this concept to recreate the really vertical forest on the balconies of these two skyscrapers. They were inaugurated in 2014, so once more pretty young as the building, and of course the trees, they are still growing, so getting bigger. There are some of the, because there are numbers of the events here and there are noted, and one of the numbers led to the gelato place. So, of course, we didn't enter. There was a very, very small place and a big queue.
So in the end, we didn't enter so much inside the Isola District because I think it's a bit too spread out and the events not so much small and not in one small showrooms, small designers here and there, but in many different places. So we are trying to go, you know, to some other area nearby here to see if there is something more next.
An open space, because the other thing that we always we are worrying is about the internet. Already encountered these days that as soon as we enter somewhere inside, the image gets pixelated and interrupted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the walk through the library of the trees. And the last time we were here, actually I think we were with the Hego, one of the last streams. That was the Puglia festival, and it was totally not green. Now it's green, so all the grass is growing. Actually, the flowers they are popping out, and of course also the trees. So enjoy the Library of the Trees. So this is this geometrical part that you saw from up. You know, it was all in these circles and triangles. That's where we are walking right now. So once more you can see the building that we started our stream, so Regione Lombardia. It's actually also written there on that building that our region, so the Lombardy region, in 2026 we will be hosting the Winter Olympics. Just 3 more years and Winter Olympics will be here, hopefully. So long walk also today. Me and Andrea, we are walking already, I don't know.
Since 7:30 we started walking.
Sam can help us with the accountancy, I don't know, are we 10 hours already walking? I could easily say I don't feel my legs, but it's actually opposite. I have feeling that I have 8 of them today.
I feel I have 2 arancini instead of the feet.
There are some food trucks, that's nice.
Yeah.
All the beer. Hello, whoever are joining, welcome to Milan. The mini house for you. Ah, it's actually for the bees. The home for the bees.
Cosa vuol dire? Vuol dire che io dichiaro al comune che faccio questo tipo di attività. Non ci pago gli oneri perché è una cosa temporanea, ok? Io dopo 2 anni la sposto, ok? Dopo 2 anni vuol dire semplicemente che la posso spostare di 1 metro, perché nessuno mi dice che la devo spostare di 1 metro.
Parcheggiamo dal tubo di
I love the home they made. In Italy, you do everything with the design, even the home for the bees. I can
So
put the
inside
mattress in the middle.
So
and
inside is full of bees.
I think there is these big homes
Big
there.
homes
so.
there.
And you put in the middle the mattress. Yes, there are the big homes, and then you have the access also from inside. The bees are busy, yes. There will be the Campari aperitivo party later.
Later. And up there is anything. Try to check. Scusate, a che ora iniziano?
Alle 6.
Grazie. E vanno avanti fino alle...
Mezzanotte.
Fino a notte?
Fino a mezzanotte.
A mezzanotte. No. Fino alle... Avevo capito notte e ho detto, beh, non è male, magari passo dopo. Basta. Ah, sei già stanco. So here they will start at 6, the aperitivo until late, until midnight. And here, Avia, what is upstairs here?
Some installation.
Okay, let's go.
go to see. And I just asked, can we enter? Said yes. Yes, I also love the giraffe. And the giraffe, by the way, every year in different versions appears here and there. So once more, the idea this year is about eco-sustainability, and of course there are different messages related to the green environment and so on and so on.
What is that?
So different social subjects.
Hello? What is that one?
So this is a project about raising awareness for sexual assault. So very often we talk about consent and the prevention of sexual assaults, but we don't really talk about the healing process after that. So this is a device that helps people to ground their breathing, to breathe slower, and it's a way to help people to regulate their breathing rhythm. And when it detects that two people's heart rates are synchronized, and it changes to a different color.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
So
there's
you need to breathe inside the middle?
You just need to put the hand here.
The hand?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then with another person. And then if your heart rate synchronizes with another person, then this thing changes to a different color.
And where can you find that?
It's still a prototype, so I'm looking for collaboration to see if anyone would be interested in producing
Ah,
this.
you are making
Oh yeah,
it.
I'm the designer.
Okay, that's interesting. So the designer, Diana Pang from Hong Kong, and so she created this sort of device that two people need to put the finger on top, and by staying one next to the other, the one person calms the other one. Calm down, yes.
And
Yeah.
then another person put the finger on
Yes.
the other side of the sensor.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
There's also a card game where it prompts people to talk about their boundaries and desires with different suggestions and different questions about their personal life, intimacy, and relationship.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. Thank you so much.
Andrea De Chirico, super local. Tactile Matters, Jennifer Kosgen. I think it's for animals also.
And
there for
feeding,
the-
feeding,
yes,
feeding the animals. Yeah. I think it's more downstairs, so let's see it first here, then we go downstairs.
That's a nice door to create from everything that you have at home. So meanwhile, hello whoever is joining us. We are browsing around one of the districts of Milan, Isola, for different installations related to the design week. And of course also seeing the Milan at the same time. Right now we are probably in one of the newest areas with the skyscrapers. Leaning sounds. Of course, there are lots of objects, installations, ideas. Me and Andrea, we like to browse around also just to get inspired.
Yeah, like this morning we managed to see some interesting works by designers that you could see that they didn't have a lot of money to invest, so they needed to use more the creativity, and we recorded everything. So we will see later on this week. Plus this morning we also managed to enter the Armani. Ah, that was interactive. No.
I don't know where it's written that you can touch.
But that's an instrument. Sorry, that's an instrument. I didn't understand. Try to touch, Evia.
I don't know. Ah, it's me.
Evia pretty good playing. Still need to learn a lot. Okay, that's fun.
Second time I had the fun. First time I was writing the words and now I was playing the music. Nice.
Nice instrument, never seen that shape.
That's the tree house. The dream of each kid. A bit of the tree house.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Exactly, because me, I'm not never touch nothing, and of course I didn't touch that thing also, and then we saw that somebody is touching, and there was coming the sound, and we said, ah, that's an instrument, okay.
So somehow now we did this part and then this part here, and there is still something down this way from the vertical forest. We might give an attempt also to go down that way.
Also, this is nice. a nice wallpaper. So meanwhile, I see that more and more people are joining. Welcome to Milan. It's a nice Saturday. We are browsing around the Isola District. That's where a lot of skyscrapers also now is popping
La
out.
via Pastrengo è di là? Ah, non lo so. Vabbè, grazie. Grazie.
So one of the newest buildings here. A lot of people actually are saying that this particular area, so we are talking about this new park and the skyscrapers, is one of the most pleasant nowadays in Milan where to live and work. And there is another one, the area which is called Tre Torri, so the other area with the skyscrapers. I don't know, you like more this old Milan, this more with the older buildings, or this contemporary one? Certainly wunderbar. Me personally, I like when a lot of companies now they do these huge murales as an part of the advertising, but they do it in a very nice way. And whoever missed our previous streams, you can go to our YouTube channel. We left the previous walks live. From live, you can see them. And some parts we recorded also yesterday after the stream. We were around recording, and this morning we recorded several palaces that unfortunately we couldn't stream live because of the internet, because of the queues, and so on and so on. So next week we will show them from our home studio. So we will show more events that unfortunately we couldn't live stream, but we recorded. We managed to enter in some really, really beautiful palaces that usually during the year they are totally closed. So
and we finally managed to enter at the Armani, and we will show in next week also the queue that there was to enter Armani. That was, I don't know how many, maybe 200 meters of queue.
I think it was even more.
I don't know, it was never-ending thing.
Yes, we will. Tomorrow we will still be around seeing recording, and then we need to slightly edit to cut out these the waiting parts and maybe some too many people parts, and then we will put on a more viewable format, and the next week we will show from our home. We will of course communicate in our Facebook all the times what time we will be showing.
Yes, just give us the time tomorrow to end with this design week. Then Monday, for sure, we are on MIXCLOUD, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on MIXCLOUD. Then during these streams, we will also give further communication about our next streams, because we need to do this screen share from our home with all the recorded material from the design week, because of course we cut out all these parts where we are walking, because trust me, it's like this. I mean, we keep walking and walking here and there all over the city. Then when we see some showroom, we stop, we queue up, and then finally we enter. And this, doing it live, you know, it's not an easy thing for us and for you. But next week we will cut off all the parts and we will, stream from our home. So now, for instance,
And there is a question about the press passes. I mean, we have with us the press passes, but I need to say that they are not, let's say, helping a lot this particular event, because the design week doesn't have one organizer that, I mean, that is kind of communicating all of them together. It's an event that takes place in the same time, so this week, and all of the companies, designers, they are on their own somehow. So each of them, they have their own rules, their own registration. In general, let's say, there is the one day, the very first day, that is reserved from the media, and you need to apply to each single space that you want to go inside.
that is not possible.
And
Yes.
time and so on. Because of this Hago closure thing, honestly, we didn't apply to none, because we didn't know will we come or not. Was too many things, other things going on. Plus, we know that anyway, this design week is for free, apart of the queues.
But plus, guys, trust me, that is not possible even if with the registration, because
I
yes,
mean, 1-2 places.
yes,
maybe.
if you are, for instance, coming from another country and you need to come here for a couple of days, okay, you book maybe 10 spaces to visit, and then
The
maybe,
ones that exactly you are interested, because you are
interest-
the architect, and you know.
yeah, and end of the story. But for us that we are in Milan, okay, we can give an attempt every day according to the queues, according to the area. Plus, me and Evia, we are more curious to go here and there, visit the district and so on.
Not particularly because we are interested in one particular designer, because we need to, to buy these items.
So, in the end, we just go, walk, whatever we find that there is not so much queue, okay, otherwise we go to the next. But again, the next could be not next, you need to walk to it. And it's an interesting thing to attend. For sure, we suggest that if you want to visit Milan, this could be perfect moment, either for the weather that is not too hot. There are many things going on all over the city, either daytime and nighttime, because nighttime, of course, there are a lot of parties, events, and concerts, DJ sets. For instance, later they will do 6 p.m.
Where was the giraffe?
Where there was the Giraffe Campari. They do aperitivo time with the DJ and so on.
And
So-
famous barman.
and barman. So, plus like this you get an idea of the city, and you can visit around, go to city showrooms. But for instance here, we never came walking around during routine everyday street, because you see how it looks like. It's kind of just a district, but then during the design week, again, they're opening up some shops, and could be here, for instance, what they do. Let's see. Oh, yes, what is it?
It's a tank tattoo. So this is edible paper and edible marker, and you draw a little picture onto it, and when you press it to your tongue, you have a temporary tattoo.
Temporary tattoo on your tongue.
Yes, with the written, okay, what is written there?
But you want it, you write whatever you want.
Wow.
Whatever you want, and then
And it's not dangerous?
no, it's not. It's edible.
Edible.
Yeah.
Okay, Evia, try.
And then I will need to show my tongue.
Yes. Do the experiment. Let's see. Okay, 1 second, Evia. Sure. So Evia is painting the heart. And who is taking the photos?
I'm just collecting them.
Just
okay.
the handsome one. Okay. Not our case. Okay, go. Evia, 1 second. Wow, she has the heart on the tongue now. Interesting. And the used one?
You can eat it.
We can eat it. It's like the one they give in the church.
Yeah, but with flavor.
Strawberry.
Better than the church.
Yes. Grazie. free to try.
So the edible art.
Yes, edible art. I mean, there is nothing to drink now. I'm thirsty. Here, here. Ingredients: water.
Some edible art. I have no idea what we are looking for, what it is.
Drops, tomato. I don't know. Feel free to try. I don't know.
We are confused.
I think you just had COVID the second.
I have no
Maybe it's
idea what
confused.
I'm looking at.
Too experimental in this part. Okay.
So you want to say that now I have that tongue with the heart on
Let
it?
me see. No, it's all blue and that's
Ah,
it.
okay. I have the blue heart, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
blue tongue.
okay.
You know, there are these dogs that have the blue tongue.
And who asked, is this the part of the old town they saved? Yes, there was two buildings in between the skyscrapers. Now, let's say we are more in the area that before was really, really residential, and now they are opening more and more these small workshops here and there, or these small shops that you can buy more designy items. Does it taste good? It was very, very sweet. Actually, the super sweet taste of the strawberry.
Piccolino. So somehow here, what happened to this district? For this district somehow was a bit abandoned, but then all of a sudden the youngsters, they started moving here in this area also because there were bars, especially late night bars. And then many youngsters, they established here and they started also opening a lot of these shops. That these are not open, I mean, it's not for the design week, they're just regularly, you know, how do you say, sorry, I'm a bit tired since this morning walking on a regularly basis, yeah, open.
Yes, every day open.
Every day, every day. Yeah. So they're opening up bars, restaurants here, and also designer, or they have their own little shop, little boutique. So this area is kind of getting more and more trendy. Let me see here.
So one more small space. Let's see what.
Meglio, grazie. Qui cosa avete? Cos'è? Giappone qua? No?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 e poi alla fine è qua.
Ok.
Tutto il giro praticamente.
Va bene. So this is Japanese guys all from Tokyo. So, here is kind of dispenser for probably sanitizers, yes.